YouTube. Hello. What's going on, guys? It's been a long time, but you're finally going to get a nice, long review video today. I'm going to warn you now, it's probably going to be a long one because we got a lot of catching up to do. We still have a lot of stuff to review, but what we're going to do is skip straight to the front of the line, and we're going to review this guy. From what I could tell, most people really want reviews on a tank. We have yet to find a tank that can beat a kayfun, that is reliable, and that performs like a dripper. And what we've got here today is the Orchid. The Orchid from Tobecco. The original Orchid was made by Aethertech, which is going to be the same company that makes the... Ooh, I wanted to listen to music, but not that loud. Made by Aethertech, which makes the plume veil, the original plume veil. So when I had seen that they were doing pre-orders for this, I instantly signed up for $19. I couldn't beat it. So came in, we had a few problems with it. The first one, God, this drip tip is dirty as shit. The first one is actually right here. We've had issues with the bolts inside. They're like I want to say they're almost like nuts. They're hex screws. Well, you know, when we dive up, we'll talk about all that stuff and whatnot. But anyways, we had issues with the post holes being stripped. They send you 8 screws, and I had 6 of them were stripped. I mean, it was just an absolute nightmare. So I was having a bad time. Of course, I let Vapetasia know, and instantly they sent out a new one, no questions asked, which is really cool. They have great customer service. So, you know, if you haven't checked them out, make sure you do. God, I'm just realizing there's like canthol everywhere for me. That one day, you guys might see an outtake video from the first time I tried to build this with stripped post holes. Yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight. It takes a lot to get me angry. I was pretty angry that day. Anyways, I don't want to go too far into everything, but I've had this guy and I've been vaping it exclusively for 6 days now. I've only vaped this. I've brought this to work. I brought this to the party yesterday. I vaped it at home. All of it's been on my IPV and my DNA device here. Let's just vape it. Not too shabby. We are vaping at 30 watts on a 0.8 ohm coil. Let's do this one time. Pretty impressive. 50-50 juice. 6 milligram. Guys, I'm happy to report, I'm going to do the pros and cons first, but I'm going to happy to report that this is the best tank I have ever used. Actually, this might put... I'm going to say this now, you know, I might eat my own damn words in a couple of weeks, but this might put drippers out of business. I have had no need to drip. This device hits like a dripper, produces vape like a dripper, and is a tank system. It's mind-blowing. So let's go over the pros first. Everyone wants to hear the pros. Well, the pros are what you just saw. This thing hits like a beast. I haven't even tried 12 milligrams. That's usually what I use in tanks. But I'm afraid because the 6 milligram hits so well, I don't know if I really want to try a 12. Chain vape it all day at 30 watts and have no problems. Okay, there's your first set of pros, which is huge pros, huge. Second pro, easy build. As you can tell, it's got like a deck, like a Helios with the 4 posts, which allows you to make dual coils with absolutely no problem. Third, you have no dry hits. This thing hits over and over and over 30 watts, no problems. I've taken it up to 34 watts. I'm kind of afraid to go too high because at 34 watts it is a hot vape. I mean, it is warm and it doesn't get dry, but it's hot. I don't really want to go any higher than that. What else? The price. Tobecco, $19 shipped to my door. free shipping on eBay from Vapetasia. So those are the pros. Cons. Oh, I'm sorry. Pros: dual airflow. So you finally have a nice dual airflow, and it is a 2mm draw, from what I can tell. A 2mm screwdriver fits in there and can still turn a little bit, so it's a little over 2, probably like a 2.1mm air draw on each side. Now, the cons. There are a couple cons to this device, which if they put out a version 2 and fix these cons, this will be the best device on the market, and I would tell everybody to buy it. A couple cons. No fill system. This is a top fill only system. We'll get into that when we dive up close, but I'm not really sure what they were thinking there. Second, no glass tank. Again, we're dealing with a polyurethane tank. Your tank cracking juices are probably going to go through it after a while. Thankfully, I don't use a lot of citrus juices anymore, but got to replace that, which again, we'll have a solution to when we dive up close. It says a 4 milliliter juice capacity. It's close to that. I would say it's more like 3.5. You can't really fill it up too much more, because just like the kayfuns, just like the other devices, since you are filling it from the top, you need to drop it over, make sure all the air pressure gets out, slowly tighten it, and then blow out the air holes. You're going to have juice. This guy is going to leak. You cannot refill it. You're either going to get juice in yourself, or you better have a napkin or a Kleenex close by. Let's see. Cons. Build quality from Tobecco, and I'm sure the Aethertech version doesn't have this problem, but with all the issues I had on the clone, fucking terrible. I mean, pulling my hair out, terrible. I sat here for 3 hours trying to build this thing. I thought I was gonna stab a baby in the face. I was so angry. Like, I literally took the camera at one point and threw it across the room because I was just pissed off. My initial thoughts when I made the first one, I was like, I'm done with this. Finishing off my latte. The fourth one. This con is a con to me, probably not to everybody. The wicking is just like the fogger, and if you know anything about my opinion of the foggers, I think the fogger is a piece of shit. The wicking is extremely difficult, which is why I'm not going to take this one apart to re-wick it. I have this one, which is the broken one, which we're going to try to do a semi-build on, but I'll show you exactly how I wick it. I don't want to use this as a con or a positive yet. I have not tried high VG juice, folks. This is 50-50, so I don't know how this is going to feed. We are going to try a 50-50 juice. I ordered, as you guys, if you saw my last video, I ordered a bunch of 12 milligram Velvet Cloud. I ordered 0 now, so we're going to mix them together, make a 6. Maybe a 9, depending on where it falls. We'll do a best mixing job we can. But so I do have some juices to try in there. We're going to give it a shot. We'll see how it vapes. So I think that's all I can think of. Overall, though, I will say I am thrilled with this device now that I've got it up and running. It took a while. I'm thrilled. Now, one thing I want to add at the very beginning here, because we had a few complaints. We just talked about how it has a plastic tank. The way you got to fill the device, the small amount of capacity. There was a thread on Reddit that posted that supposedly these were universal with kayfun products. I am happy to report, and we're going to do it. We're going to go down below, we're going to test this theory out, but I'm happy to report here's a kayfun quartz kit. I've got the glass tank here. I've also got a nano kit, which I haven't taken apart yet. It's my kayfun still right here. Here's the top to the Orchid. Fits. Here's the bottom to the Orchid. Fits. Now I'm pretty thrilled because I found this out the other day. Now it is a big hefty device at that size. However, if it vapes as good as it does there, we could have something going here. Now my only issue is your funnel piece right here is not going to fit. So we need to somehow design this kayfun to be the same size as this. That is the only downside. So when somebody designs a tank that'll fit this, to make it this size with glass, we are going to be in business, folks. We are going to be in business. This will be the best device on the market. With that being said, let's dive up close. I'll show you everything that comes with it. We'll build it. We're going to go ahead and build it. The broken one, of course. Hopefully we have some extra screws. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to work it. And if we do, we're going to try some high VG juice in it. So let's dive on down. I'm going to show you the best device on the market at the moment. Alright guys, we're dived down up close with this wonderful device named the Orchid. And I got some random shit I gotta move out of the way. Alright, here we go. Alright, so there's the big air hole, which you will see on the other side matches it. They come up top, very similar to a Fogger V4 here. As you can tell, there's the air holes where your coils will sit. Let me get a little thing here. So your air hole, your air is going to come in the side here, pop right up below, similar to like a Magma. Here is your hex screws. Terrible, terrible design. I don't know why anybody would use a hex screw, not to mention they are so small that you have to use one of these wonderful, tiny little Allen keys. Here is the package that it comes with. It's going to have a ton of different O-rings, screws, all sorts of stuff. Take apart the top cap. Here's what it looks like inside. You need to make sure that that little O-ring is right there. That's what pieces, just like a kayfun, from the funnel piece right here, which has a little design on it. It's etched in there, you can feel it. Kind of, you know, it's tobacco, it's cheap, whatever, not a big deal. The big claim with the Orchid is it has a huge funnel tip right here, so that way it allows more vapor to come through, which, you know, in my opinion, it works pretty well, so I can't complain about this. Now, what I've got built here are two micro coils, 12 wraps of 28 gauge Canthal. I'm going to attempt to do this somewhat on camera. You may not see all of it, I apologize now. Building on camera is not the most fun thing in the world. It's pretty damn difficult. These screws are actually such a pain in the ass that I have kind of stripped the drill bit, I'm sorry, not the drill bit, the Allen key wrench that it came with. I'm trying to unscrew a couple of these. So the thing to be careful on this, just like the Fogger, is the fact that you cannot leave any piece of the wire on the deck, or as soon as you fire it, it will start on fire and snap your coil in half, which has happened to me. And it's happened to me on my Fogger a couple times. See, I'm spinning this guy right here. This bolt is kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see if I can get it to tighten down though. If we do, this is going to be interesting. See, it just spins at that point. Maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't. We'll find out shortly. This one screws down, no problem. Get that guy nice and tight. Okay. So there's another issue I've had with these a couple times, is some of the screws that they came with are really, really sharp on the bottom, and literally just snapped my coil in half every time I would tighten it down. So, is there something you can do about that? No. You basically get another screw out and hope that it fits. So this is the screw that I've had an issue with, this one right here. It's kind of stripped and the wire is still loose. We're gonna try, see if we can, hey Cotton, get the fuck out of here. See if we can try to tighten this down. These folks want to see an Orchid be built. You motherfucker, so just tighten down. Let's see. Let's go with something a little stronger. Funny part is I'm probably going to tighten this down and never be able to use it again. Oh, I snapped it, so point. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Well, I thought I snapped it, I just pulled it. Okay. Huh, it worked, it's tightened down. Alright, so we'll take this little guy, scoot him over the air hole. Again, you got to keep everything up. And what I mean by that is this wire right here cannot touch the deck. If it touches the deck, as soon as I fire the device, it's going to snap it. So I like to go and take like a small flathead, which I have somewhere, and just make sure that nothing's touching the deck. We're popped up high enough that nothing's going to happen there. That's kind of the trick on that guy. And we'll make sure that this guy's in there all the way again. Again, I could probably fix this. I could, so you can tell it's nothing left. All right, so this is why I told Vapetasia, I was like, yeah, my first one, not very good. So I think it's tightened down enough that we can probably get to fire. So we're just going to go ahead and clip these, and we want to clip these leads as close as possible. Again, because we don't want to ignite anything on the deck here. So we'll take the second micro coil here. Down, down. And the reason I like to use, I'm putting one in the close positive post, or the negative post, and one in the far positive post, is because that way they're pulled straight across closer to the air hole. Now if you did it as it's designed, the coil would sit right here, which is to the right of the air hole. Now this way, if I put this coil over here, it's a little bit pulled more towards the air hole, which just allows it to go probably in a higher wattage. I don't have to worry about overheating the guy, since it's directly over the airflow, which I'm sure contributes to the great flavor, to be honest with you. So this is the other guy I had a problem with. And so if this guy screws down, this will be interesting. So far, so good. Nope, see, I think the post is bad on this one, but we're going to get the general idea. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I don't think this guy's going to tighten down. No. So this post is busted. Busted. This Allen key is pretty much destroyed from stripping the screws. Now I think it would still fire even without screwing these all the way down. However, I don't know. I don't really want to fuck with it. Probably cause a short, I'm sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe it would work. I have no idea. As you can tell, this is the post that's been stripped, because I can just push and pull on this screw and nothing will happen, unfortunately. And I've tried about 5. Yep, there it goes. Came right out. So there's a post that's broken. It is what it is. I mean, not much you can do about it. Regardless, this is what the build would look like. Okay, so at least we got a general idea, so I can show you guys this. Right over the airflow holes. Now, the wicking system is going to be a little bit different. And what I might do is, you know what, I'll show you real quick. What you're going to do is you're going to take a very small piece of cotton, similar to the fogger, and you're going to push it through to where it feeds to the end's going to be right here. Just like the fogger, you do not want to stick your wick into these channels and just pack it in, okay? It's never going to work. So, what you do is, you feed the cotton into here, and you pack it actually right here. you're going to pack it on this part of the deck, okay? So underneath the coil to the side, not covering up the airflow hole, okay? You're going to take a small piece and feed it down here. Just feed it, don't stick it and push it in there. You're just going to feed it. You can just take even your thumb or a little tool like this and just feed it. It should never come further than probably where the knurling here is for the funnel top right there. So you should be able to screw this piece down without any resistance. It should go on there. You should not be stuffing cotton back in there trying to like screw this thing down. It should go down without a problem. That's a sign that you have enough cotton in there. By having just a little bit of cotton right here, it's going to pull it up and soak all of this right here, which is mostly why you're going to have no dry hits and you can chain vape. So that's going to be good stuff for you. Okay, so as you can tell, the build deck is a pain in the ass. However, this is why I don't want to take the other one apart. Once you build it, you're kind of good. All you have to worry about is cleaning your coils every once in a while when you change juice. You can leave the cotton as long as it's not a real dark juice, if you don't want to even change your cotton. Otherwise, you're kind of just good right here. You don't have to worry about anything. So this is all good stuff. That's kind of how I treated my fogger. I would keep the same type of juices in it all the time, so I didn't have to mess with the wick or anything after I was done with it. So there's a simple build. That's how you build on it. We'll pop back up top. We'll talk on it, vape on it, and I'll tell you guys my opinions on it. Though I give you a good solid thought on it. I'm gonna dive in deep to it. Okay, let's pop up top. Alright, so you guys are probably going to love me because we popped back up top, and while you guys were waiting for me, guess what I did? I found an extra screw, and we're firing. Yes, we are. Look at that. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wick it, and you guys are going to love me because I'm going to show you exactly how to wick this device, and we're going to pop some VG in there. So we're all wicked up. This is pretty much dead on of what I'm looking for. So you can see right here, most of this is actually going to be rayon. We're going to try rayon today, and you can see I've bunched up most of it right there, and you can just see there's just a tiny bit in the channel. Bunched up, and then just a tiny bit in the channel, and that's how I did almost all of it all the way around. So what we're going to do is I'm going to seal it up, I'm going to fill it up, we'll pop up top, we'll vape on it, we'll see how it vapes. Okay, so we're all filled up. We're gonna take a shot at this. Man, I'm hoping it works. If the VG vapes is half as good as the 50/50, I'm gonna be thrilled. But we're gonna give it a shot. I'll show you the trick to fill in this device without, you know, having it leak all over the goddamn place. Let's see if we can find a drip tip real quick. I like that one in my Magma. Maybe we'll do this one. Another dirty ass drip tip. Okay, yep. Yep, fits. Okay, so what we do is we got the tank here. It's filled up. I'm actually going to take it off of the mod. I like to do this freestanding here. I don't like to do it on a mod, especially if I have the chance of spilling it all over the damn place. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to plug up the ear holes, just like this. I'm actually going to do it with the paper towels so that way I don't get juice all over myself. So we're going to plug up the air holes. My fingers are on both of the air holes here. We're going to put the device on, and I'm going to start to thread it, or at least attempt to. Hang on. Never done it that way. Let's do it this way, like I normally do it. So this is the other issue I've had with this guy, is this piece wants to come off a lot. I've noticed after I've gone through a few tanks that it doesn't have that issue anymore, but I think it just needs to be stretched out a little bit. So, I mean, now it's fine, but again, I haven't used this one, so it's a little bit different. Come on, threading catch. Can't seem to grab the thread in here. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, so we've got it there. I'm gonna wait till it hits about the O-ring there, and then I'm gonna flip it over while holding the air hole still. Okay? So we're flipping it over, all the juice is coming down. And normally you're gonna wait for the air bubbles to start popping up. The problem is, it's interesting, as you can see, there's not a lot of juice in there. It's because this piece holds a lot of juice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start slowly turning it. Slowly turning it. Slow, slow, slow. No race to do it. And hopefully we don't mess this up the first time on camera. If we do, you know, not a big deal, we'll redo it. So I'm just gonna slowly keep turning it. We're sealing it. We're sealing it. Again, this is the broken one, so hopefully we won't have a problem with an O-ring or anything like that, but we're gonna seal it. We've had it down there pretty long, so I'm gonna assume we've got a good seal in here. This is just like a kayfun, it's all pressurized, so we gotta make sure we get a good air pressure in there. We're gonna flip it over. Okay, and we should see some bubbles start to drop in. We've got a leak right there, which you will get no matter what, even if you've got it done right. So you just want to blow and get it all out. Now if it continues to leak, well then you didn't get the air pressure right. However, if it stops leaking, then we're good. It appears we're good. I don't see any leaking, and I see air bubbles coming off the side over here. So I believe we're in good shape. So, well, 100% VG juice. Let's see how she rolls here. Let's give it a shot. 30 watts. 0.9 on this one. Fantastic. Oh, it tastes so good. The question is, will it continue to wick as fast as the 50/50? Guess we'll find out. Still got a little bit of liquid in there at the end of the whoop. And I can see the bubbles popping up, so I know liquid is dropping down into the tank, out of the tank. The thing is, when I did mix it, I mixed it a little heavier on the 12, which means it's probably closer to an 8 milligram. Whew. No dry hits yet. We're gonna do one more. I lied, we're gonna do another one. Guys, what else can I say? I mean, other than the finicky part, which is not Orchid's design, this is Tobecco's clone, so other than the finicky screws and whatnot, home run. A home run all day long, guys. If you can get a hold of this, which I know Vapetasia still has on their eBay, pick it up. I can't say enough good things about it. Man, my chest. Woo! Some good lung hits on that 8 milligram. I'm just thrilled I happen to have 2 orchids that are now working. This is awesome. You know what? Amazing. I can't say enough about this device. Fantastic. Please go get yourself one. Awesome. This is going to be my all-day vape until some type of tripper comes out that blows it away, but until then, this is the guy. This is the guy. Yes, the fill system's a pain in the ass. Yes, Tobecco's quality control. That's what I think of that. But otherwise, guys, this device is fantastic. Fantastic. What tank can do that? Tell me what tank can do that. Guys, you give me a tank that can do that, and I'm all over it. And that's 100% VG juice, no burnt hits, no dry hits. That's what I got for you. If you have not already clicked off of this video to go to eBay to purchase the device, well then you're an idiot. Check out this device, check out more videos below. As always, if you enjoyed, which a lot of you guys have been sending me fantastic comments, please like, subscribe. I got another video coming out today. It'll be a little bit more of a talking video. But that's all I got for you on the review of the Orchid RBA RTA. As always, Jim's out. Lego PC. Peace.